Hello friends, today I'm going to explain about or sharing some info about clinical microbiologist job and responsibilities. That means what he or she has to do in this particular position. First of all, he or she is entering in clinical microbiology. Okay, and he has to be knowledge of clinical microbiology. He first of all he should maintain all the rules of clinical microbiology. That means aseptic. He has to work aseptically. As well as he has to obtain the specimen from the patient correctly, and through there is many methods for obtaining the specimens. What is specimen? Specimen is just samples from the samples from the patients. Only which you can say, because we have to identify whether the pathogen is patient or not. Obtaining the specimen from the patient or individual is done by various methods. For example, swabs using needle aspiration, incubation, catheters. Okay. Then the third thing is first aseptically work. That means aseptical conditions should be there. Then obtain the specimen from the patient very carefully and correctly also. Then the third thing is handling the specimen. Proper handling is very much important. And quick transport specimen to the laboratory. Okay, these all the things should be done very fully and precisely. Okay, obtaining the specimen from the patient correctly, aseptic conditions should be there always, handling the specimen, and quick transport to the laboratory. And the next step is culturing the specimen in the laboratory as soon as it reaches into laboratory specimen to identify whether the pathogen present or not, or if present, then which pathogen. Okay, culturing methods were that he has to after culturing, for example, in bacteria it will be this type of colonies there. Then there is many techniques to identify which organism or pathogen is present in that space. Cultured specimen, this is culturing. This is called culturing. Cultured specimen. Culturing, that means incubation of that specimen into 37 degrees Celsius in bacteria disease. Okay. Then for identification, microscopy is required. Through microscopy, then the different types of media using, that means is selective media, differential media, etc. Selective media, differential media, etc. Okay. Then the biochemical tests. There is approximately 18 tests are there for biochemical tests to identify the characteristics of that pathogen, so that we can probably say that this or that pathogen is present. And the rapid identification tests. Nowadays, what happens is biochemical tests are so much biochemical tests, and it requires 3 to 4 days for proper results. Okay, but nowadays in many cases we require the results in very short time of period. So to modify biochemical tests in only just one test kit is possible, and it's commercially available nowadays. Okay. Then the another techniques is fast typing, bacterial fast typing. Next is immunological tests. This is very important. Biochemical test, rapid identification test, as well as immunological test. This depends on the principle of antigen antibody binding. We all know what is antigen, what is antibody. Next is molecular methods, nowadays very used. methods. Okay. So this is the thing that he or she has to be done in the laboratory, in specimen collection, culturing, laboratory techniques. This is just an overview. And then what the now our species, now our pathogen is identified. Our pathogen is identified, isolated also, and cultured. Now what? Now it requires a susceptibility testing. Susceptibility testing. To check, or to, we can say, to what the most effective methods of control, because we the microbiologist or clinical microbiologist not just collect a specimen and identify the pathogen. It has to be fully prepared for that control of that disease. Okay, for that control of that disease, which method or which technique or which method or which criteria is most effective for that control. Is control susceptibility testing are used. That means that pathogen is susceptible to which test or and most effective methods for their control, for that control. Okay, so this is it for today, guys, and I hope you will like my video, the clinical microbiologist job overview. Okay, last we will end this lecture with one quote: is the specimen is the beginning. In all microbiologists or microbiologists, the specimen of the patient is beginning. All diagnostic information from the laboratory depends upon the knowledge by which specimen are chosen and the care with which they are collected and transferred also. Okay, this is the famous quote of Cynthia A. Needham. So this quote says all the things we have discussed earlier. The specimen is the beginning. All diagnostic information from the laboratory depends upon the knowledge by which specimens are chosen and the care with which they are collected and transferred. So with that, I end today's tutorial, or you can say today's sharing information of the clinical microbiologist. Okay, goodbye. Stay tuned and be safe and get vaccinated also, guys.